You're listening to the Youth Marketing Academy with Ghani Kunto. Stay tuned for your daily dose of insights that matter.
When Clay Shirky wrote Cognitive Surplus in 2010, he did a great job at describing the current situation of this abundance of talent and latent potential of productivity. But to this day, brands and organizations are still struggling to find the right way to tap into this cognitive surplus. And of course, tapping into any potential, market potential, cognitive surplus potential, you really need to first understand the drivers and the motivations of people, of why they behave. So let me share with you here a clip of my conversation with Graham Brown about the subject. It's quite insightful.
And there's an interesting story about a pizza delivery guy by the name of Justin Knapp. Now, he's just a normal guy, but he's made 1 million edits on Wikipedia. And what's interesting about him is in the traditional model of innovation, he's just the bottom of the pile. He's a guy who delivers pizzas. What does he know about innovation? What does he know about anything? But in the Wikimedia model, he's a star because he's made the most edits on Wikipedia. He's something of a celebrity in their own setup, in their own community. And it's not just Wikipedia, there's a whole bunch of communities out there which turn ordinary people into stars. Not the direct purpose of the community, but just people who have a role and significance in the community. I mean, take, for example, Goodreads, which is a website where members can share details about books that they've read. And on there is an individual by the name of Kathy Ohio. Whether or not that's her real name, we don't know. But she's a librarian, and she made 10,300 edits this month alone. Now, let's work that out. That's what, about 300 edits a day? And just looking at the kind of, looking at the kind of stuff that these guys do, not just like Kathy Ohio, but the whole bunch of these editors on Goodreads. There's one called Otis Chandler. I was just having a look through his profile. The kind of edits he was making was, he was changing the very detailed stuff that people wouldn't be bothered about. Like, for example, changing author D.K. Sebastian to D.K. Sebastian. It's really detailed stuff. So that was the story I wanted to share because, that really fascinates me. A, there's people out there who have these passions, and B, that they found a place where these passions can count and people can make use of them.
Yeah, what's fascinating is that these people are doing the things that other people usually try to avoid, right? And they're doing it not because they're getting paid a lot of money, but because they just love doing it.
Well, exactly. And there's a benefit which we see as the cost. For example, take customer service. It's a classic example. We see it as a cost center, right? Banks are all involved in customer service. And therefore, we outsource it to India or the Manila in the Philippines because it's cheap out there. And what's interesting is for some people, customer service is a real social benefit. You look at some of the programs out there that use social media to turn customer service into a marketing tool. Like, for example, what Verizon have done with their peer-to-peer customer service. Threadless do it with their customer service communities. There's a model out there which banks could use, which is basically, not only are they effectively reducing cost, but they're also giving the process, which for them is a cost, to people who can turn it into something of a marketing tool for them, right? So if you were asking about home loans or you're asking about financial products, you turn it over to the community. As long as we can get around the small print of the legal financial restrictions, then, it's something that could be as everyday as a conversation between two friends, like somebody asking somebody about loans.
And I think that you actually highlighted one of the challenges here in tapping into the cognitive surplus because, well, how do you fit this into the organizational structure? Do you pay these people who are doing a lot of great things for you? Because I have a feeling that if you pay them, it'll actually ruin the experience, right? They're not doing it for the money, for money in the first place.
Well, there's a real social benefit from the community of what they do. They do the things that other people get paid to do for free. because the social benefit's there. And that is what brands need to tap into. What is the social benefit? People aren't necessarily rewarded by money. They're only rewarded by money when the social benefit is absent. And you can see that when brands get down to pricing. And it's all about pricing. The only way you can compete is by being the cheapest. Is that because you don't understand what the social benefit of the product is? So it's the same with what these people are doing with your products as well. I think it really comes down to being open to it, and first step is really to immerse yourself within the culture of these users, these consumers, these customers, right? And find out what that social benefit is, because until you understand that, you're really just looking at price and product.
There's quite a bit of parallel between innovation and marketing, and that both starts with understanding the social benefit of what you're trying to do, of the product. It's never about the features, it's never about the technology. It's all about the people, the customers, and understanding what they're all about. And you can't understand that by just sitting behind your desk. And you can't outsource it either. To really understand the social context of your product and your brand, you have to go out there and get immersed in the lives of your customers. This has been another episode of Youth Marketing Academy. I'm Ghani Kunto. Take care.
Youth Marketing Academy. Get the latest insights at www.youthmarketingacademy.com.